So I shared on my Instagram a few days ago that I've been experiencing some anxiety around posting on Instagram and just on social media in general. Now this is pretty new for me. Like the average 90s kid, I've been on social media for well over 10 years, and I'm pretty sure that I've never really experienced anxiety around publishing content or posting to social media. True story, there was a time in my life where I posted on Instagram 3 times a day. I obviously had a lot of time on my hands. Anyway, in an attempt to get to the bottom of this newfound anxiety, I decided to do some internet research because honestly, I don't need any more anxiety. And while I was doing this, I actually realized that a lot of what people were suggesting would help with social media anxiety were things that I already knew or even already practiced. So I thought, you know what, there might be people out there who are struggling with the same thing and who could find these things that largely I already know in practice quite useful. So I decided to curate my own little list just especially for you guys with things that will be really helpful to practice to help you protect your mind and your mental health from the unavoidable internet. But before I get into that, I thought it would be helpful to talk about some of the underlying fears that might be attached to your social media anxiety. The first thing might be a fear of lack of engagement. You might fear that your like game might be a little bit weak and that you won't get the likes or the comments or the engagement that you want on a post. The second thing might be fear of judgment. You might be scared of people looking at your content and judging it negatively, be it a new outfit or a new haircut or a business you might launch. There might be just some fear of judgment attached to that. And then the third thing that your social media anxiety might be attached to is fear of self-promotion. Maybe you're scared of putting yourself out there and promoting the things that you care about, promoting your new business, promoting your passions. That can be a pretty scary thing. Now, if I'm being completely transparent, this is probably the thing that I am struggling the most with. For the first time in my probably about 15 years on social media, I am posting content that actually means something to me, content that I care about. Before, my posting was pretty aimless. It was pretty, but it was just pretty. I posted, the usual pictures of my cappuccinos, pictures of me out and about with my friends, with my boyfriend. Of course, like, I care about those things, but it wasn't like I didn't give anyone a deep dive into my life or into my soul, into my thoughts. But most recently, I've decided that I want to put a bit of purpose behind my social media. I want to use it as a tool to empower others, to share what I've learned, and to help people along on their journeys. And that's meant having to be pretty transparent, having to give people a window into my life, into who I am, into the things that I think, into the things that I care about. And that can be pretty scary. Okay, let's get into how you can help your mind fight social media or fight social media anxiety. The first thing that you should try to do anytime that you experience this sort of anxiety is try to identify the root. Pay attention to some of the feelings that you might experience around posting on social media and just try to interrogate those feelings. Ask yourself, why haven't I posted? Why don't I want to post? What's making me feel anxious about posting? Of course, if you're just not posting because you don't want to post or because you're busy or because you just don't care about social media, that's completely fine. But if social media is something that you are passionate about, or if it's something that can be a driver in you pursuing your dreams or starting your business or doing anything that you care about, and you're feeling these feelings of anxiety, I think it's important to identify the root cause and identify the thing that's making you feel anxious. Knowing exactly where your anxiety is coming from will help you deal better with your anxiety. You can't fight what you don't know. Number 2, turn off your damn notifications. Turn them off, just do it. You don't need it. You don't need to know when someone's liked your picture on Instagram. you don't. Now this is something that I started doing maybe about 2 years ago. I turned off everything: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. I think the only like sort of social media platform I left on was WhatsApp, because obviously that's an instant messaging platform and I'd like to know when people message me. But yeah, I think it's really important to switch off. Not only does it help you manage the distraction that social media can be during your day, it can also help you minimize the amount of time that you spend on social media. I mean, if you don't have that constant prompting of like, come look at us, then it's easier to just forget about social media. But I think it's also really helpful in helping protect your mind from social media. Keeping a live log of how many people have liked your new post, how many people are commenting, how many people viewed your status. Is it a status? It's a story. How many people have viewed your story? All of that stuff can weigh pretty heavy on your mind's soul. So I would just suggest that you don't do it. I've tried lately to even make a rule for myself that once I've posted a new post on Instagram, then I just don't touch my phone for a little while, maybe an hour, or I don't go on Instagram for an hour after I've done that. I, for one, don't want to be the kind of person that's concerned with how many likes I have and who's commenting on my posts and that sort of thing. So turning off my notifications has really helped keep me in check with that, and yeah, I think it's a really good thing to do. The third thing that's really important to do is try to find that balance between being transparent on social media and oversharing. I definitely believe that there's power in transparency, and that you should be honest and real and raw, and that you shouldn't feel the pressure of having to put on a show or having to put on your best self to be on social media, to post on social media, to engage with people. I think people really appreciate it when people are real and authentic and raw. So definitely you want to practice transparency. But I also think that you must be aware of the fact that Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, those things are not real life. And I think it's quite important to build a layer of separation and a layer of protection for yourself between your real life and your social media. And I think a good way to do that is just not to overshare and not to live out your whole life on social media. Rather go outside and get yourself some vitamin D. The fourth thing that you can do is follow people that inspire you and unfollow people that make you feel like crap. This is pretty simple. If someone's content makes you feel like you're not doing enough or that you need to change yourself in any way, you need to hit unfollow. Be mindful of the content you consume and what it says to you about you. If it's not saying nice things, then you don't need it. And the final thing is you need to just do it scared. This is a mantra or saying that I've held and used in my life for about 7 years now. Okay, here's the thing. Fear is just a thing in life, and you're just going to experience it if you're doing life and are alive. And if you wait to overcome fear or for your fears to dissipate before you start doing anything, then you're probably not going to ever do anything. So I say just do it scared. For instance, my anxiety is definitely around self-promotion, letting people into my world, letting people into my head, into my passions, and just putting that all out there for people to consume and to judge and to have an opinion on. But I also know that what I'm passionate about is helping others, empowering others, and encouraging others towards the life that they want. And that's just gonna take me putting myself out there. So that's what I'm going to do, as scary as that is for me. So feel the anxiety, feel the fear, but do it anyway. So that's it, you guys. Social media anxiety is real. Many people experience it, and yeah, it's just real. What I hate about it is that, like any other anxiety, it can discourage you from following your dreams or pursuing the things that you want to. So I really hope that these tips will be helpful for you guys and will, just help you manage that anxiety and help you run after the things that you want to run after if those things are attached to social media. Please comment below and let me know if there are things that you practice and that you do in your life to help you with social social media anxiety, or just give me a wave in the comments below and just let me know that I'm not alone in this and that I'm not the only person alive who has social media anxiety. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up so I know it's real. Thank you once again for watching until the end. I really do appreciate it. Please also do not forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more of my face. I've got a great video right over there about increasing your Instagram reach organically. So if you want to grow on Instagram, meet me over there. Okay, I'm done. That's it for real this time. Peace like a river. I will see you guys again soon.